hit the big time.
Let's go, team. Make some noise. Here we go. Yes, what's up? Welcome, team. Welcome into the Ford League Lounge. Coming up on the show tonight, we dive into the Origin Decider and we look forward to the Warriors game as they take on Benji's Tigers this weekend. Can I get that inno going, please, again, as I want to welcome in my guests, TOHU Harris and Mitch Barnett. Yes, boys. Firstly, TOHU, I've been chasing you since episode 1. You've been dodging me. Don't do that face, bro. Don't you dare try. I haven't been trying to hunt you down. What's been going on since we last saw you, bro? What's been going on?
Gone back to school. I'm doing some study.
Oh,
yeah. My wife and I are doing our real estate licence, so...
Hang on.
Real estate down in the bay.
Chasing the cash this play.
No, mate.
Down in the bay. So what, Napier's real estate agent? That's what you're going for? Yeah?
Things, Hawke's Bay.
Hawke's Bay. Now, before we get into the show, we always like to bring up a picture. And the boys, not me, I'm saying this, all right, loud and clear. They found something, I think it was of your last game, all right? And it's quite fitting when they show me it. So let's bring it up. Let's have a look at TOHU's last game there. Now, tonight on the show, guys, two of the blokes who, in my mind, would compete against each other for most strapping per game, all right? So let's quickly get to our other guest. Barney, make some noise for Mitch Barnett again, yes. Hey, Barnes, straight to it, bro, straight to it. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. How's the knee? How you going?
Yeah, I'm all right. I had my surgery about 3 weeks ago, so got it done. Obviously, you know, it sucks this time of year, but, you know, but the boys doing well. So, you know, I'm just going to be sort of a bit of a couch coach now, sit back. But the knee's going good and early stage, I just started rehab sort of a couple of days ago, so...
Yeah, all right. We'll get stuck into the Mitch Barnett contribution piece next. But first, hey, we've got a clip for you, mate. We've got a clip. We're going to pump you right up here. Have a look at this clip, team. All right, Mitch Barnett at his best. Now, oh, wait, hang on. You might be looking at a try in the corner going, what's going on here?
Oh.
There he is there. But let's just talk us through the process here, Barnes, because people might not know this about you. Oh, look at it.
That's a big run up, that.
Let's beat the Warriors too,
That was to beat the Warriors, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, easy now. Let's move on. Barnes, mate, let's have a chat. Like, your story, making the decision to move over to the Warriors, how did that come about?
Yeah, interesting one. I was in Newcastle for a long time, as you probably know, but just felt like I wasn't reaching my potential. You know, I sort of felt comfortable there, and instead of sort of looking, you know, blaming other people, I just sort of looked in myself.
Yeah.
Knew I was worth more to the game of rugby league, and just need to get out of my comfort zone. So, yeah, Nathan Brown was the coach here at the time, so I had him at Newcastle, played some good footy with him, and so I thought, you know, I just need to link up and start enjoying my footy again. So that's sort of how it come about. And, you know, for me, being a country boy from Wingham, to get out of my comfort zone, you know, moving to another country in New Zealand, you know, I didn't know anyone. So, yeah, I couldn't do any more than that. So that's the reason, and I'm glad I made the decision.
When Brownie got relieved of his duties, did it affect your decision at all, or were you always still pretty set on coming?
I was like, it did sort of affect my decision, but Cam George made me stick solid with my decision. He constantly just was ringing, checking on me, you know, saying the right things, but I could tell it was genuine. It wasn't made up, or, you know, it wasn't fake. And then when Webby got announced, he called me straight away, and, yeah, I just knew it was made to, you know, it was a good fit.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. Now, different parts of New Zealand, all right? We've got TOHU coming up from he likes to call it God's country. What do you make of the country, bro? How are you settling in terms of Aotearoa offering its finest living things?
It started pretty rough when I got over it.
I remember, was that all the rain in 2023?
Yeah.
Is that what, yeah.
We had
that's right.
We had two floods before Christmas. I didn't see any sun. And I was wigging out a bit, but to be fair, the summer just gone was unreal. We've been sort of just going up and down the coastline, me and the family, and we're enjoying our time. Obviously, seeing some of the sites like down at Mount Maunganui and those sort of places. It's been unreal, but yeah, we're just sort of taking our time. Hopefully, get a little trip in the off season down to Queenstown, see what that's all about down there. But yeah, we're enjoying living over here in New Zealand. That's for sure.
Have you picked up any of the Māori language yet?
Here we go.
My son. Does at daycare, talks about his puku and stuff like that. It's little Nate dog. He loves it, so it's cool. It's actually cool seeing him grow up in this sort of culture. When you're being from Wingham and not sort of having much at all, seeing him sort of embrace it, it's awesome.
Love it. Now I know you as a person, you're so committed, right? How are you going sitting back watching the boys go about that way? How are you going being on the couch with us, spectating?
It's hard. It's hard for anyone, but I'm just sort of grateful. Got to set the year up with the boys. I want them to do really well, and it's hard when they haven't got the win the last couple of weeks. They've had a couple of losses, and it's been hard watching that. Yep. But I'm just sort of excited to see where they can sort of get to for the rest of the season.
Have you sort of like laid out a plan, either yourself or with Webby, on where you can still add to the team?
I think that'll sort of naturally just progress. I obviously, being the captain, I don't want to go in hiding or anything like that. I want to sort of contribute as much as I can, but I've got a young group of boys there that I can probably help them with the mental part of the game, and it's because I can't really do anything physically. So. That's just sort of something off the top of my head, but I think that'll just naturally evolve throughout the year.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Some of these boys we're seeing on screen now. Talk to me about the forward pack quickly. Obviously, I'm always a big advocate for any good performance, any win. It always starts in the middle third, and it's where you guys have dominated.
Yeah, we're not a big pack, but we're still a physical pack. We're a fit pack. Yeah. We're mobile, but some of the boys are just that athletic and strong. Your Leckers and your Dimitriks, but Murata as well. Like he's probably a big human, obviously. So Aaron Clark, I just think's a different build again. Like he's that short, stocky sort of build, but strong as an ox. So we're just sort of doing the little things well. I think as a pack, we want to chase teams and go after them, and when we've done that well, the results have followed. So. That's where we focus. Okay. Now, come on now. I love the mindset. I love that. Have you always had it, lad? Because I've found a clip that shows me there's another side to your game. A bit of flair, a bit of something special. Have a look at this, right? Have a look at the Barney back in the day. Okay, playing in the back row here. Oh. Hang on. Oh.
Bit of Wingham magic.
Yeah. Wingham magic, is that what we call? What's doing there, Barnes? What are we thinking? You're just so committed to everything?
Yeah, doing the little things well,
Yeah.
I was actually burning that day. I hadn't scored a try all year, and I thought that was my moment. The ball just kept rolling before it trickled up. And then Jacob Safidi, one of my good mates, he got his first try of the year. So I was burning. Got him off the nudie.
Is that why you weren't smiling? And
I was actually blowing up. Kevin didn't see it, but I was burning, But just looking after one of my mates.
Let's have a quick look at the Warriors' run home. Let's get back on track here and see some of these fixtures coming up for the boys. Now, lads, dare I say it, as far as run homes go, I feel like we could win the minor premiership. All right? You like that? Yeah. But, hey, I know what it's like hearing blokes come out in the media and say that sort of rubbish. So let's circle some games here that I guess they're must-gets for us, really. Any in particular I think it starts this weekend, to be fair. Our home fixtures, we've got to win these ones at home, first and foremost, Barney.
Yeah, definitely. The home games stand out. Look, I'm excited for there's a Bulldogs game away there. Like, if we can, get a few wins on the trot there, heading into that's going to be an important clash. So, but you definitely want to win your home games, and a few of those teams there we've actually played and beat. So you'd like to sort of follow those results.
Just like for a strong finish to the year, obviously we've had a few key injuries with yourself and Lukey. Who in your mind think needs to have a strong end to the year for the Warriors to be there and thereabouts in the top four?
Yeah, there's a few. Obviously, you want your spine playing well. You boys know when your spine's playing well, and they usually contribute to winning. I'm going to be a bit biased, and I'm going to go a couple middle forwards, but I just think like Lecker and Dimitri, they just got to, if they can be consistent, they don't have to do anything more, but them boys can be consistent. And I just think Aaron Clark's just been huge for us all year. So if he can keep continuing what he's doing and finish the year strong, I just think, you know, it'll help us go head into semi-final time.
I love it. Continue the run, lads. Continue the run. Time for the personal player moment. This week it is Taisha Ikanasio. Now, boys, NRLW side had a tough start to their season, but Taisha, damn, most run metres, most post-contact metres, a couple of intercepts, and for a lady who's made the crossover in codes, had a great start to her campaign. Like, she was up against Isabella Kelly first up and closed her down. So shout out to Taisha Ikanasio this week, our personal player moment. Love it, love it. Now, that is all things Mars boys. I'm going to actually throw to a break, but stick around because we'll be right back on the other side. Origin Game 3 decider. Origin footy tonight, team. How good? See you shortly. No, not
A blowtorch being applied here. Heiko. Now Maliepo down on the line. Patricia Maliepo.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. Patricia Maliepo is our dad's pie triumphed round. What a start to her campaign. Another lady who's made the crossover from sevens, and damn, she was, hey, we said last week, by the way, a ball running 5'8", and that she was, scores her first try of the campaign. Lads, did you guys see the Sally on the back of this, though? We've got the, oosh! Now, that is mana, that is tough. So all the best girls, the girls actually play curtain raiser this week to the boys out there at Mount Smart, so make sure we get out there earlier and support them. Origin time, boys. Game 3 tonight, the decider. Everyone's at home right now going, oh, we got Mitch Barnett on the couch. What's he going to give us? I will start with this. You play game 1, they win. You don't play game 2, they lose, all right? Like, come on now, join the dots here. What do you make of it? How are you finding missing out on those matches, Barney?
Hurts. Yeah, nah. Obviously, yeah, great result there in the game 1, and to miss out game 2. Yeah, no shock they're missing me. It's, yeah, no, it's. I just think, yeah, they showed their class in that second half of the squad. So it just shows in Origin the discipline. You know, if you get that wrong, it can hurt you.
Well, this game here, like, it was, to be fair, it turned into one of the better Origin games I've seen in a long time, right? Obviously, Queensland come out hot, which they needed to. They needed to start strong, and they did. I thought Tommy did and squared him right up and just, we know what he's like, right? Ask a million question goes at you. But like you said, Barney, New South Wales' ability to come back in the second half, what do you reckon they're bottling? You know, like what is their takeaways from that game, even though they didn't come away with the result? Where are their minds at ahead of kickoff tonight?
Yeah, I just think they're confident. I just think they're going to put it into the start of the game. They missed the start. As Queens, they missed the start against us in the first game. So I just think they dial it back to the start of the game, and they go back to what works for them. And, you know, that's roll in the middle.
Talk to us about the camp. Give us some nuggets around what's it like to be in that environment. Now, I know I've heard a lot of Aussies view it as the pinnacle.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a different opinion, me over here in New Zealand, you know, I don't know. But, hey, give us an insight into what it's like to be in camp with the boys and what it exactly means to represent your state.
Yeah, well, the first night's unreal. You get in and there's a bit of a bonding session. And, I've been known to sort of make a fool of myself on those. Yeah. But, yeah, no, it's good. It's when you're a kid, man, from New South Wales, Queensland, and, you know, you watch this, you know, 3 times a year, and, you know, everyone's sitting there, you're staying up late watching it, you're pumped up, and you just, for me, I was always imagining, man, just sitting there getting ready to play, and to actually be in camp with some of the greats of the game, like you get past players, present players, you know, it's pretty surreal, it's cool, and yeah, it's just awesome experiences.
Yeah, can you talk us through the week a little bit? Like, is there much coaching or learning going on, or is it all about the team sort of buying in and getting on the same page?
I think early on, there's a little bit of talking about it. It's getting out and actually training and just sort of seeing the makeup of how your team's going to roll around. And then it's just about getting the mind right. Like, because it's such a physical battle that you just got to get your mind right. And be prepared to, you know, take it head on.
In terms of week-to-week footy prepping with the boys for the NRL, do you feel slightly different in that environment? Or are you just like, nah, I'm doing the same stuff I'm doing for the Warriors week to week. I'm doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's similar. It's like it's on steroids sort of thing. Like, yeah, just emotionally, it's a big week. You know, you're talking about just hating people and stuff like that. Like,
wait, there's a genuine, like, we hear it here, right? You're telling me genuine hate.
Yeah, definitely. It's
like you dislike Queenslanders.
Yeah, it's like bragging rights. Mate, when I was a kid, man, and growing up, I was watching GI and Thurston, all these guys win 8 in a row, and like, I didn't see New South Wales win for ages, so it was a punish. But no, there's genuine hate there, and it's funny because it's only for a small part of the year, but once it's all over, you just get bragging rights and life goes back to normal.
There's one picture that did the rounds quickly, all right? Just really quickly, boys, before we move on, because there's a lot of chat around, do you kick to Spencer Leniu? Now, you took the first kick-off. What's your take on that whole situation? And I will add this, by the way. My boy here did find his front in the first carry of an Origin match, baby. That's what I'm talking about. But this sort of theatre around it, look at him go off, your boy. What's your take?
I reckon they were a bit nervous in kicking off to him. And I reckon probably the same with Payne, like kicking off to me and Payne, like you're looking at us two and you're like, oh, I'll kick off to me. But like you said, I found me front.
You're up. You're up for it.
Yeah. You know, I didn't care, mate. It's, you know, Origin. I was prepared to be folded, you know. But mate, probably smart. If you've seen him a couple of weeks before against the Dogs, I think he took a couple of victims with him. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Boys, man of the match tonight. Who are we going with? Bangers, you start us off. Who you got?
Yeah, I think for New South Wales to win, I think they've got to have a big night from Cleary.
Okay.
Like, we've seen him, I don't think he's ever played a bad Origin game. He's had lots of good moments, but we haven't quite seen him take over a series, if that makes sense. Like, have those moments that will, I guess, immortalise him in Origin lore and take over a game and ultimately win New South Wales the series. Like, that's what I want to see from him if New South Wales were to win.
Barney?
Yeah, I've got a big trill mitt. I just think he showed glimpses of what he can do this series. Like, you know, with the ball, he set To'o up a couple of times. Defensively, I think he's been really strong. He's manhandled a couple of blokes, but I think you show his physical side here in Game 3 and you see the best of him, and I reckon there's going to be a couple of tries from him and, a lot of sore bodies around him.
So it sounds like, by your two answers, you're thinking New South Wales is going to get the win.
Easily.
Yeah, well, I ain't siding with you, boys. I'm sorry. I'm a go against you. Let's go, Money Munster. One of my favourite players to watch, Cameron Munster. And quickly, condolences to the Munster family. Absolute tragedy hearing the passing of Cam Munster's old man. But if Cam does back up, this has the makings for him to immortalise himself in this ring, like you've touched on with Cleary. Now, given the skip, did what he did in Game 2, best player on park by far. If he backs up after what he's been through this week, I want to see him. I want to see him walk off that field with a smile on his face. So let's go, Queensland. Let's go, baby. Let's get it.
I'm going for Queensland, by the way. I'd make that clear.
Barney's not playing. Room, he's going for the Blues.
Barney's not playing, so Queensland.
All right. Hey, time for a quick break. On the other side, we are going to preview the Warriors as they take on Benji's Tigers at home. Let's go. See you shortly. Welcome back. Benji's Tigers are in town this weekend. Let's have a look at our team, the Warriors team. Bring up the team list, please. Boys, let's go. Taintor Picky been given the nod at fullback. Boys, Tanner finally gets his shot. Now, obviously, gutted for Lukey Met. We've touched on that. But I know you're a fan of this bloke, Barney. What are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, just to see him take an opportunity. Obviously sad for Matt, but this guy's actually earned his jersey. Like, it's just, you know, the blokes in front of him have been playing really well. So I'm just keen to see him take his opportunity. He looks like he's ready to control the team. And just, I just know he's going to take that opportunity.
Mate, we had him on the couch, and the bit that got me was how he extended his player option without even getting this crack. So it just says a lot about the environment. I'm so excited. So Tanner, get after it this weekend. He's got his running mate from the Cup, who, what are they on now? 10 or 11 wins on the bounce. Taintor Picky in the #1 jersey. Bangers, another one of our little mates that just continue to snipe away.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been unreal for the Warriors in the fact that any moment he gets a tap on the shoulder and he's ready to go. Like, he doesn't, he can go week on, week out, off without playing NRL and just killing it in cup, just biding his time. And then when he gets the opportunity, he's been taking it. So looking forward to watching him play.
Tigers, boys, now, they're off a pretty good win. Now, the Whainu brothers, well, it's the first time in NRL history that all three brothers have scored a try in a single game, and we're going to get to see them close up this weekend at Mount Smart. Barnes, like, these are the games everyone on the outside is expecting us to win, expecting the boys to win, but that can often become really dangerous. Watching some of these young fellas run around for them, we've got a big task on our hands.
Yeah, definitely. They'll get some confidence that they needed that win, and it's still sort of their season, so they'll be fighting hard. But like you said, you know, people are expecting us to win, and we're desperate, I think, now a little bit, like a couple of losses in a row, and I'm just looking forward to us bouncing back. We've bounced back all year, so back here at home, it's just going to be, you know, a good fixture, and just looking forward to it.
Hey, Bangers, can you please give us a score prediction for this weekend right now? Because if this comes good, we're going to clip this bad boy, we're going to run it back, and it's going to take us places. So give us a score prediction. Come on.
I think the Warriors 16-8. I reckon you're going to see a real tough, good defensive Warriors side, especially playing at home. It's going to be a tight tussle, 16-8.
Love it. I love it. All right, let's get stuck into the Ford fan question, boys. This week, how has the role of the prop and lock position changed in the past 5 to 10 years? I'm glad I'm the one asking it. All right, you lads, go for it. Barnes, what's your take? Don't look too out.
He wore number 8 and 9.
Yeah, I've seen you with the number on your back.
The prop sort of position hasn't changed too much. You know, you're still a crash and bash type guy, obviously. You know, you sort of got to set the game up physically. I just think the 13 is your ball playing guy. Now he plays generally close to 80 minutes every week. And can sort of, you know, help the halves or link in with the spine there and just connect the middle of the field. So just for a prop, though, you just got to be a lot fitter nowadays.
Yeah, and I think, like, back when us old-timers started out, the lock was probably more of a, did a lot of the tackling, sort of the harder stuff, those little 1%ers that you see. Now there's a big role in the lock position to, I guess, assist the halves in terms of field position, getting shape so that the halves can receive the ball a bit wider, get the back rows into good positions, all that sort of thing. So I think the lock position has grown a lot, probably more than a lot of positions. I think the growth there has been huge.
Yeah, I see it like the props involvement is heading towards more of a 13, and the 13 involvement's heading like that third half. You know what I mean? It's sort of like just tracks that way. So I'm with you, boys. Now, before we wrap up, let's have a quick look at the fixtures this week, and let's pick a couple of games here stand out to us. Any that you like there, lads, that you're circling on the... Now, I'll touch on actually quickly. Hang on, Titans-Broncos. Now, Broncos, to me, are a team that are starting to hit their straps, and that's on Sunday, so you'd expect, I guess, their boys to back up. From you boys, anything that stands out?
Probably Dolphins Sharks, two teams that can score a lot of points on their day.
Yep.
So it'll be a good, hopefully it's good weather and we can see some footy being thrown around.
Yeah, I'm a banger there too. Oh, TOHU, sorry. I'm just the Sharks. I just think they're underachieving at the moment. I'm just ready for them to sort of let the shackles go and break open. So yeah, looking forward to that one.
Oh yeah, good chat. Good chat. Hey, but wherever you are, enjoy your footy. Boys, that's all we've got time for, okay? Don't get sad. Be happy that it happened, all right? Big thank you to our crowd for joining us. Thank you very much. Big thank you to the boys. Thank you, lads. Thanks for coming in, mate. Thank you. And, of course, our sponsors. You all make this possible. Enjoy your Origin footy tonight, team. I won't say up the Maroons, but let's go. Let's see a game of our lives, eh? See you same time, same place next week. See ya. Thanks, guys.